Breaking news from Preston Crown Court. In the last few minutes, high school teacher Jamie Varley, who's 37, has been found guilty of the murder of 13-month-old Preston Davey, who he was in the process of adopting. His partner, 32-year-old John McGowan has been convicted of allowing the death of a child. Our correspondent Charlotte Leeming is outside Preston Crown Court for us. Charlotte, just tell us more about the horrific facts of this case.
Yeah, extremely harrowing and distressing. Some really graphic details that have been displayed, read out, photographs, videos, images. The evidence has been really upsetting for the trial, the jury, as you can imagine, the 7 weeks that is taken to get to this point of what Preston Davey, a 13-month-old adopted boy, had gone through in the final months of his life. He'd been a happy and healthy, bubbly baby, he was described as, when he was in foster care, and then was adopted by Jamie Varley, a former teacher, and his partner John McGowan. And then came this reign of terror, as one of the top investigating officers described it, said he became a plaything for Jamie Varley. And just in the last few moments, the verdicts came in. There were almost 30 charges between the two men, and the main charges: Jamie Varley was found guilty of murder, John McGowan guilty of allowing the death of a child, and a very fraught atmosphere, a very upsetting atmosphere. Preston Davey's family had packed into the public gallery, and they were sobbing and crying out when that was read out, when those verdicts were delivered, and the defendant himself put his hands to his face and collapsed when the verdicts came out. Extremely distressing case of how this baby boy, who had been so happy and healthy in foster care, then within weeks had deteriorated, had these visits to hospitals, to A&E, been seen by doctors, nurses and social workers. But each time Jamie Varley had given a story which seemed to, describe how these bruises got on his face, how he had these injuries that were believed and then, of course, led to this tragedy.